Sorry about that. Hi, welcome. Good morning. Happy Wednesday. So, today we're going to talk about a few things. AGLA has filed a lawsuit against the city of Los Angeles for their rent freeze that's in play through COVID and now currently even for LA City's rent freeze. AGLA has filed a lawsuit against them along with the AOA. So nice to know that they're going to bat for us for some of this bureaucracy and BS. It's very hot where I am today. Sorry, I'm in San Bernardino and there's no air conditioning in the room I'm in. So with that being said, I'd like to keep today really short. All right, let's get started. What does people want to talk about? Let me see who I have in here. Still, you guys, I looked at Assembly Bill 12 before I came in. It's still sitting on the House of the Senate. It looks like they're going to reintroduce that to the Senate floor by the end of this month, and then it'll go on for voting. So watch yourselves with that one. It's coming at you. I'm melting from the inside out today. It is hot here in San Bernardino. Hot. And I am not feeling wonderful with all this heat. And it would help if I had an air conditioner in this room, but I don't. Can I require a minimum of 2 years of employment history as a rental requirement? Yes, put it in your criteria. My thing is, I don't want to know where they worked 2 years ago. I want to know where they work right now. I don't have a lot of updates for you or information other than LA County's at it again. It looks like Burbank, there's like 5 cities right now that are trying to implement their own rent control in LA County, their own system. I forget which ones they are, but it's Burbank. I want to say Arcadia. It's a lot. Geraldo, what do you got? I understand Section 8 tenants have a time of eligibility. For example, they have 6 months of eligibility. Can I require eligibility of 6 to 12 months in my rental criteria? I want to screen them out really. Geraldo, if what you're trying to do is screen out Section 8, then all you do is change your criteria to read whatever your rent qualifications are. And I'll give you an example. Some people ask for 2.5 times the monthly rent in order to qualify. Some people ask for 3 times the amount of the monthly rent in order to qualify to live there. You need to change that so it reads that they have to make however much, 2.5 times or 3 times, whatever it is that you're using, just make it say their portion. Okay. Okay. So applicants must make 2.5 times the amount of the rent monthly of their portion of the rent. Their portion makes you not in violation of discriminating against Section 8. And they still have to meet your FICO score. People on Section 8 don't have a high FICO. Okay, I'm hoping that's clicking with you guys. That's how I filter it out. Filter is the word, not screen. Filter. And if somebody's on Section 8, and hear me out, and they have a high FICO score, like 700, 750, it might be because they're retired and later in life, they needed help for housing. Understand? Somebody with a high FICO score doesn't want to mess up their high FICO score. We encourage everyone to apply. You must make 2.5 times the rent and have a FICO score of 680 or higher. Got it? And they have to make 2.5 times their portion. If their portion is $6 and they don't have a job, they don't qualify. They have to at least be making $18 a month in order to qualify to live there. And I got all kinds of questions for you guys. When you have Section 8 tenants and Section 8 pays all their housing and they don't have a job, who pays the utilities? Just something to think about, folks. Something to think about. If my requirement for my applicants is 2.5 times the monthly rent, can I ask 3 times from Section 8 applicants for their share? No. You can't have different rules for different people. That's like saying, could I say that all adults can live in the property but no children? Can I charge attorneys or hold on, can I charge attorneys or nurses a higher rent because I don't like them? No. You have to treat everyone the same or you're discriminating. So let me tell you about the worst discrimination case I ever saw. Okay, no joke. Tenant is in some kind of an accident and breaks both legs, is in a wheelchair for about 2 months. So the on-site property manager goes and gets her mail for her out of the mailbox and takes it to her every day. Wait. She's just trying to be nice and help her out and take her mail because she's in a wheelchair. She can't walk. She broke both her legs. If you're not taking every tenant their mail, then you're discriminating by giving her special treatment. You must treat everyone the same. It is the law. And if you don't treat everyone the same, that's when you subject yourself to potential discrimination lawsuits. Okay? So if you're a jerk, just be a jerk all the time. Because then you can get character witnesses and say, no, that guy's just an old curmudgeon. That's how he is. He talks to everybody that way. It's not discriminatory. Understand? Treat everyone the same and you don't get in hot water when it comes to that kind of stuff. So no, you cannot make Section 8 have different qualifications. That's discrimination. Based on source of income, if you want to be technical. And I hope that made sense to you. Section 8's tenant share is smaller than everyone else's. That's why I thought I could ask for 3%. That's just the program it is. It's a federally funded program. You also need to know that if you're accepting Section 8 funds and the tenant doesn't pay rent, it's not a regular 3-day notice. It is now subject to the CARES Act because there's federal funding involved. So you have to do a 330-day notice. And what that notice says is that, dear Section 8 tenant, if you don't pay your rent in 3 days, then you need to move out in 30. And if you don't, by day 31, I'm going to start eviction against you. And that's how that works. Okay. So anybody that's on a Section 8 no longer gets a regular 3-day notice. It's a 330-day. Okay. And that's subject to the CARES Act. That law's been in effect for a while. It's hot in here and I want to run. Help me, I'm melting. Does anybody have anything precedent that they want to talk about? Because I'm serious, you guys. It's hot.
I have 3 quick questions. If you don't mind. Okay. First question. If I want to serve somebody with a 3-day notice today, what are the forms that we use today? I'm just, it's constantly changing.
Yes. What city?
One is in the city of Huntington Park and the other is in the city of Southgate.
Okay, you do understand that in LA County now, if you serve a 3-day notice to the tenant, within that 3 days, you must also give it to the governing party,
Okay.
meaning LARSO, DCBA, or LAHD. And if you think, oh, I have a single family residence, I'm not governed by anybody in LA County, you are wrong. You are now governed by LAHD.
Okay.
So if you're in the Devil's Cauldron and you want to serve a notice to the tenant, you also have to serve it to the governing party, which would either be LARSO, DCBA, or LAHD.
How do I find out which one is a governing party for this property?
It's not LARSO. So is Baldwin Park in incorporated LA or unincorporated LA?
No, it's Huntington Park and I'm not sure.
Thank you. But Huntington Park is unincorporated is what I'm being told. Oh, it's an incorporated
okay.
city. It's incorporated. So it's not by DCBA, then it's LAHD.
Okay. And then Southgate?
Hang on, I'm gonna go get my list because you're asking me to pick stuff up.
Where do you get those lists? Like how could I get something like that so I would know?
Hold on, I'm gonna teach you, but let me go grab my list so I can answer your question better, so I don't look
Excellent.
like a goofball, okay? Hang on, guys.
Thank you.
I am back. Okay, are you guys still there? Nothing weird happened while I was gone?
I'm here.
So I'm going to explain to everybody at the same time. We all understand LARSO, right? You got to register your property with LARSO. If you're in the city of LA or governed by LARSO, you got to register with them. City of Inglewood does the same thing. You have SCEP fees that you can do as a pass-through on the account. So with that being said, if it's in an
I just went through this with the city of Inglewood and that it's not under LARSO, I had to do it with DCBA.
Okay, well, that's what I'm telling you. So if you're not under LARSO and you're in an unincorporated city, you have to go through DCBA. How I figure that out is Google unincorporated cities in LA County, and it gives you the list of all 144 of them. Oh, you can't see my paperwork. What city did you say it was in?
I have 2 cities. One is Huntington Park and the second is Southgate.
Huntington Park is incorporated and the other one's Southgate. Let me look.
Yeah.
South Antelope Valley, South Monrovia, South Monrovia Islands, South San Gabriel, South San Jose Hills, South Whittier, no Southgate. So they're both in incorporated cities, so they're both going to be under LAHD.
Okay. And how do you find out where to send it to LAHD?
Go to LAHD's website. That's Los Angeles Housing Department. They have it where you can upload it right on their website. Okay.
Excellent. Okay. And what notices, what documents am I to give these people?
Well, the rules have changed so much. What I could tell you is use a 3-day notice. The most current one you have from your apartment association. And you know in the body of the notice where it starts saying within 3 days, you must. You guys all know what I'm talking about? Okay, right there. It should say within 3 days, not counting holidays, weekends, or judicial holidays, or something along those lines. It should say within 3 days, and it may say court days. Okay, that also counts as the proper verbiage. If it just says within 3 days you must, that notice is trash. Throw it away.
Okay.
It's got to say something about regular 3-day.
3-day, no other documentation, because like during COVID, it was like a whole pack of papers we had. So just one 3-day notice, give it to the tenant, serve the tenant, and also within the 3 days, send it to LAHD.
Correct.
Okay, perfect. Okay, my second question is, if I want to do repairs on a property where we're going to have to shut plumbing repairs on the exterior of a property in the city of Montebello, and we're going to have to shut off the water for maybe 3-4 hours, what notice do I give the tenants?
A 24-hour notice is how I would do it, and put in
Mhm.
there that the water would be shut off from this time to that time,
Got it. Okay.
and give yourself a window.
Okay. Perfect.
get
I'm just
me?
gonna put that I'm gonna put 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. water shut off.
Yeah.
Right? Just so the whole day. Okay, and then my third and last question. I'm in the process of an eviction with fast evictions for a property in Inglewood. And he got served a notification, and the tenant came to my office to talk to me and say all kinds of nonsense. And he said that he had given me notice that he had mold on the property, which he didn't. I wrote a letter, everything that the conversation I had with him, I wrote everything down and I sent it to Fernando. But I was wondering, do you think that I should call that company that you said that does the free inspections to go and inspect it to see if there is indeed mold? Because I did immediately send one of my crew members and they found no mold on the property.
So I would wait at this point and see if they put that there's mold on the property in their answer that they file with the court. And then I would send
Okay.
PRC restoration out there at that point.
Okay, well, he did answer, so I have to just talk to Fernando and see if he put mold in there. Okay, those are my
Yeah.
3 questions. Thank
No
you, Patty.
problem. And you don't need Fernando. Anybody at the law firm can help you, just so you know.
Okay,
Just
so maybe I'll
ask
call
them,
you when
did
I
they
hang up.
cry? Well, hold on. Remember they sent you an email with a copy of the answer?
Maybe. I'll
They
check.
wanted you to pay for trial. So you may have a copy of what you're looking for. And then what you would do is
Okay.
just look at item 3K. It would be an attachment for habitability. Or you can just call me when this is over and I'll go look it up.
Okay, thank you, Patty.
No problem. Does anybody have anything else? It's hot in here. And to answer you, Allie, I don't have AC in the room that I'm sitting in at the moment. And it's not good. I know, right? I'm melting. Help me. I usually say that when I go outside and it's raining, like I'm the Wicked Witch of the West or something. Oh no, I'm gonna melt.
Hi, Patty.
Hello.
How are you? My question is to you. Can you please explain for me when you give what do you call it, the raise of rent, why do you need to file LAHD? If you
Because in LA County,
okay,
you can run, but you can't hide. You are now governed by an entity within the government.
for every property or just
In
like
the
if you,
entire county of Los Angeles, even a single family residence exempt from everything has to send a copy of their notice to LAHD or their case is bad.
so if that just applies if you go to the court or applies for everything?
Well, look at it this way. If you didn't serve a copy of your notice to LAHD on a rent increase, and
Okay.
you go to eviction court later down the road and serve them a 3-day, they're going to say when you get into court, because they don't tell you at hello, they wait until you get into court, you never sent us a copy of your rent increase notice, therefore it's invalid. The money you're asking for isn't owed.
The money that you asked that you increase or completely the
The
rent?
money, the increase. So
Oh,
look
I
at it
see.
this way.
Yeah.
If you're in LA County now, any notice you want to serve your tenant, you need to send to LAHD. Because if you end up in an eviction for it later and you never notified them, it's all bad.
Okay, but also like they say, because it's like a single family, you do not need to register the unit.
That is absolutely correct, but you still need to send a copy of the notice to them in the event you need to evict.
Oh, okay, just for eviction, but otherwise you don't need to.
Here's
if
me
you-
talking, here's me talking to you. I don't know what I'm gonna need to evict on in the future. What do you mean if I don't send the rent increase notice to them now, I can't evict them later for that additional funding because I didn't send them a copy of the notice? It's garbage. LA County is now governed by someone.
Oh, okay.
And let me say it a different way, okay? If there was someone like me sitting there working at this governmental agency, whether it be LARSO, DCBA, or LAHD, I have the capability with my experience and knowledge, and I'm not bragging, I'm just telling you like it is. I
Mhm.
probably look at 150 3-day notices every day. So I can pick up a 3-day notice and within about 10 to 30 seconds, I can tell you if the notice is invalid on its face. If you have somebody like me working in a government agency that can look at a notice and within about 10 to 30 seconds tell you exactly what's wrong with it, they're not going to tell you. What they're going to do is they're going to mark good notice or bad notice. This is my opinion. And they're going to sit there and wait for that to get to court trial. And then they'll let the attorney know, hey, the notice is bad. They're going to know the entire time that your notice isn't any good, but they're not going to tell you. That's what I think is garbage.
So another question is, so which form, there's so many forms, which form do you fill it out
Which form for what?
for increase of rent?
A 30-day notice,
So-
a change of terms of tenancy, but it depends
I-
on what city you're in. If you're
I'm
in
in
LA
Tarzana.
County, in Tarzana,
Right.
Orange County, yes?
No, it's a LA County.
LA County, I would Google the city of Tarzana and see if they have any restrictions.
Okay, which website do I go to?
Google,
Okay, no, I know, but what? Okay, if I'm on Google, which
I
website?
type in city of Tarzana rent control, California,
Oh,
and see if
okay.
anything comes up,
Okay.
okay? Does
Thank
anybody
you,
else?
sir.
No problem. Does anybody else have anything?
Stay cool.
I'm trying. Is that true about rent increase for single family residents in the city of LA not under 1482? Yeah, I'd check with your legal counsel. LA City passed a rent freeze from the start of COVID that's still in effect today. No rent increases. I think that's illegal, immoral, and unethical. What do you mean we can't raise our rents? So AGLA is suing the city of Los Angeles along with the Apartment Owners Association. They just filed lawsuit. I have a copy of the summons and complaint and the press release. I think it's about time they did something about that. That's
Are we
garbage.
winning?
We won the one against the county.
That I know, but
Yeah, right. That's why there's no more COVID in LA County.
we need to win this too.
We need to win them all, honey. We need to win them all. Okay, I saw something else come through. Let me see if I can figure out how to get it. I wanted to do after February 1st of 2024. Yes, Arlene, that is, as I understand it, unless we're notified differently, that is the first time you can serve a rent increase notice in the city of Los Angeles. That's also when you can do something about the unauthorized pets or unauthorized occupants that they brought in during the COVID pandemic. But for now, you can't do anything about unauthorized pets, unauthorized occupants, or any rent increases in Los Angeles City until next year.
Right, but you still think that still qualify for the notice to LAHD of a rent
Yeah.
increase for a single
Okay,
family?
yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Because as it sits right now, even a single family residence in Torrance, complete exempt from AB 1482, exempt from everything else, I still have to notify LAHD or my case isn't any good.
Okay, great. Good news. Okay, thanks for letting me know. Thanks.
Right, but remember, I almost guarantee you that somebody like me is sitting there going, this notice is bad, this notice is good, this notice is bad. Because it is that easy when you know what you're looking for.
Uh-huh.
And I hope they don't do that. I really hope they don't do that. Okay, does anybody else have anything?
Hey, Patty, it's Allie.
Hi, Allie.
Hi. Okay, question. I did call LAHD.
HD.
Yeah, I called them about, because I've heard you mention it, and I've also heard Dennis Block mention it, that like a 3-day notice to pay the rent or quit or rent increases, we're supposed to provide them with a copy. And yet
Or covenants, or covenants, anything you'd go to eviction for.
Okay, correct. So thank you for clarification. So I called like 3 times and I've been spending days on the phone with them, and then I tell them to give me the address and they said it's not necessary. So I'm a little confused. Yeah, they give me an address. Where am I supposed to send these notices? I'm supposed to send the notice to them saying, hey, I served this person a 3-day notice to pay their rent or quit, and you want a copy. Where is it? Do you want me to send it?
You can upload it on their website or mail it to that address. But if it doesn't get to that address within 3 days, you're in a bad position.
To what address? To the LAHD address?
Yes.
Okay. You say that on their website, they have something you can upload it?
Uh-huh.
Okay. So if
Because
I
that's
serve
what we do. We upload to the websites here and we tell you guys, send the mail. But here's the difference, okay?
Yeah.
If you send it to them within the 3 days and you send it to them via mail, what if they say they didn't get it in 3 days and then they shoot it back? I don't like any hiccups in my eviction matter. When I come to the point mentally where I'm ready to evict, I line up all my ducks. So everybody's standing at attention and waiting for the firing squad. Okay.
Right.
So I don't want to put my faith and trust into some city worker or county worker, state worker, or whomever, that they're actually going to enter that within 3 days and all be protected. I'd rather email it and upload it right to their website so that I know that it was done.
Right, because I know Dennis Block had, I'm not going to say he gave us bad advice, but he was saying, bombard them and with this and that and let them sweat it out. I
understand that. And I agree with him to a point.
Yeah.
But back up just a bit. If they can't keep up with supply and demand, who suffers from that?
Right.
You think it's going to be the governmental agency?
No, I'm going through that with property taxes right now. The lady admitted to me they're understaffed.
Yeah.
She even asked me if I wanted to go work for them. I said no. But okay, so long of the short, go to
LAHD and start
LAHD.
digging. Yep, start digging around to how you can email them a copy of the notice or upload it to their website. I don't have one of my.
You don't have the link?
No. I don't. I have a huge staff here at FastEvict, and I could go ask one of the employees. I just don't have one of those types of employees available here in my front office right now. Otherwise, I'd pop my head out and ask them. So forgive me, I don't do that part.
Okay, so if I can't find it, can I email you?
Email me and I'd be more than happy to point you in the right direction.
Appreciate it. You're the best.
No problem. And if you want a faster response, email me at Patty, P-A-T-T-I, the letter L like loud, at fastevict.com.
Okay.
Just because I'm sitting here and it'll come through right away and I'll be able to answer you right away.
Okay. Sounds good. Thank you.
No
Patty,
problem.
where can we get a link to the information about AGLA suing the city today?
Send me an email at the email I just gave you and I'll forward it to you, or AGLA may even be putting that out because they did issue a press release.
Oh, okay. I'm going to email you now, but can you I'm sorry. Can you? Yeah, exactly.
Patty, P-A-T-T-I, the letter L like little or loud, at fastevict.com.
Patty L at FastEvict. Unless you can type it in. I don't have a pen. I'm going to try.
Patty L at FastEvict. Yeah.
Patty L.
You were cutting in and out for me when you were spelling your name. Did you say
I'm gonna put it in the chat right now.
Okay, excellent.
And
Thank you.
Agla's lawsuit has been put in the chat by Geraldo. Thank you, Geraldo. And I'm sorry you guys hear all the little clicking, I'm sure. Patty L at fastevict.com. Does anybody have anything else? I'm melting. I'm melting.
I think, LAHD, I think they used to have, because inspectors were in different offices, like in Torrance, West LA, and I think they have satellite offices. I used to go to one for the inspector in Torrance on Knox Street. Now, I don't know if they've taken that away. And I think there's one in West LA, the LAHD, because they have inspectors there, but whether they can take, I didn't know you have to serve a stupid ass 3-day notice to evict somebody. Huh.
Dennis Block said it best, I think. He said, now the government is giving us things that are nice to know. And they're not nice to know at the time. It would have been nice to know if we knew that before we got this far in the eviction. So what's happening right now is when this law changed back in April, okay, those cases are just now getting to court, if that makes sense to you. They're just going to trial. And now we're finding out the city wasn't notified. The governmental agency wasn't notified. Case dismissed. So it gets very frustrating.
They can't keep changing the goalposts. How do you know where the goalpost is? They keep changing it. That's why we listen to you. Who in the hell knows what the thing to do? I mean, serving this paperwork is like you have nothing else to do, and they don't make. Bitch. But
I
it's
know,
kinda like
and let me say this, and that's what I meant. Like if they have someone like me, your phone's got so much feedback. If they have somebody like me sitting there checking the notices, they're gonna know which cases are gonna be good and which cases are gonna be dismissed before you ever even file the case. That's garbage. Why aren't they telling the landlords, hey, your notice isn't any good?
they really need to do something about those county that's making up all these things that don't follow no scientific, like we have a feedback loop and a logic table. It's like open, it's like an open end. In engineering, we have this like system engineering. Well, there's no system engineering. It's just going everywhere, and it's just scattered all over. It follows no logic, and it's unconstitutional. I hope the AOA or whoever, I hope they sue them bad, because I think they should take those people out for doing things that are illegal. Or maybe I'm just slow.
No, we all agree with you. I mean, and I could give my own 2 cents, but I try to keep political stuff out of them. But I'll say it.
I need
I'll say it. Democratic Party is who is running this right now. And they're about equal rights for everyone.
Well, I have no equal rights left, and no left equal rights. I don't know. Oh, wait.
I'm trying to keep my mouth shut. I don't agree with the bureaucracy and bullshit that's going on in LA County. I think it's corrupt. And it's not just in the county, it's in the entire state of California, in my professional opinion.
It's true. I retired from the state of stupidity, and it is.
I'm going to use
They told
that.
me my English was bad, and I filed against them. They don't do shit to these people. I just can't believe it.
No.
I says, holy cow.
We have an entire state of gimmies, and we raised them that way.
I'm sorry, what?
I call them the gimmies. Gimme this, gimme that. And we raised them.
Yeah, I think
gimmies.
you're supposed to say, gimme, please. Oh,
All right, you guys, if nobody has anything else, or if somebody has anything else, please speak up.
Okay, let me get this straight. Before I can evict, I have to serve this 3-day notice to somebody who's never paid
Correct,
and load LAHD for the city of Los Angeles.
correct.
Thank you, Patty.
Hi, I see you.
Holy cow.
Go get cool.
I'm gonna try. I'm ready. I'm like, you guys, get me out of here. I'm melting.
Bye-bye.
All right, bye, everybody. I'm gonna end this for today. If anybody has anything else, you guys know how to find me. Shoot me out an email at the office and I'll answer your questions there as well. Bye, everybody.
Thank you, Patty.
Stay cool. It's
Thank you. I
hot.
hope you don't.
Bye, guys.